It'll be tough to forget this evening. How about your surroundings here at Falcor Bay? And hopefully we'll have a memorable fight as well. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
And here he is in the flesh, Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound for pound. And he'll be facing Sebastian Fundora, fighting out of Coachella.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting...
Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. You're going to need it as we have our main event underneath the bright sunny sky.
All right, Todd, when you've got fights in there that really believe they're going to win, that's when they...
Time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. He's going to go with more footwork now. What do you think of that strategy? Swing and a miss with the right hook. Open-air outdoor stadium. What a venue for this contest.
Todd, this is something you could never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do you train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but watch when the rounds roll on.
Beautiful counter shot. A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Misses with that uppercut. Misses with the straight left. Got him there. Shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like an On to the second round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
Defense is not an option for these two. With the hook. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than half this.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
They had got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made look.
On to the third. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They are giving us a high-tempo show. Nice counter. Swing and a miss for that jab. Good counter punching. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That counter punch caught him clean. Those counter punches have to hurt. Halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's a counter shot. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. A perfect counter shot. Jab not finding its target. Crawford is dazed. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. There's the bell to start round 4. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. He threw a punch and just got countered. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win. Back out there. There's the bell to start round 5. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's gonna pop you off.
Just missed with that jab. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Perfect counter lands. It's all offense all the time. These two were made for each other. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round. Let's start the 6. Got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Oh, and this is really going to rub them the wrong way. He misses with that straight left. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Well done with that counter shot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Here comes round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Nice counter shot. Punch, counter punch. Insane action. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. That was the moment.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation. Round 8, and we're off again. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not clear. Be sharp.
Throws the jab, it doesn't score. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Figure out the combination to this safe.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. You'd like to see more jabs. Solid punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's see that again.
I've got to see that again.
What a tough way to lose it by split decision.
These guys are doing their job right. I'd have called it exactly as that. You know, I might have been around that or two, but these guys have got it right. Well even.